When was the last time you had a really good time? Can you think of any occasions? Was it a birthday? Was it a trip? Was it an event? I'd like for you to consider that vacations can be amazing opportunities to have a great time. It can look different ways, not just one way. Life is not just about working and achieving. Vacations are an important part of life and should be taken regularly. I want you to let me expand your mind about vacations. Take it out of the traditional model of just going to a random place, maybe just being on your phone. I want to tell you about some different kinds of vacations that you could possibly take. In a 2010 article from The Law of Leisure, It's Time to Be Leaving on That Jet Plane, they list different types of vacations. Family vacations, adventure vacations, educational vacations, pampering vacations, historical vacations, traditional vacations, and romantic vacations. There's something for everyone. The possibilities are endless. And why should obligations be the only thing that you plan for? The world is here to be lived in. You only get one life and you can't work it away. And at this point, I would want to do a visualization exercise for the audience where I help them to visualize their dream vacation and what it feels like, what it smells like, what does the environment sound like, how do they feel when they're there. This exercise would take roughly about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. In a 1908 article from Journal of Education, Vacation Benefits, it talks about the vacation philosophy of millionaire philanthropist Charles Pratt, saying that his theory of vacation made him a happier and healthier person. Now, life can be stressful. We have so many things to do. We have work, we have school for some of us, we have home life. Things can just be stressful, and sometimes you just need to get away, and that can actually make you a healthier, happier person when you take what seems like a break from your normal life, from normalcy, and actually engage in something that you've never done before, or something that just restores your soul and makes you feel good. It's important to have things in life that make you feel good. Carpe diem, seize the day. Life is busy, but vacations are so necessary. Fun is not overrated. It's not overrated. Let someone else plan it for you if you feel that you don't even have the ability to plan it for yourself. Travel agencies exist for a reason, and they are a great leisure to use if you don't have planning skills or availability to plan your vacation. You can just tell someone exactly what you want to do and where you would like to go and what your budget is, and they can make it happen for you, and it can be just that easy. So you can't use that as an excuse. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try something that you've always wanted to try, or something that you never knew that you really wanted to try. Have a new experience. Take a new chance. Once you start, you will not want to stop. I want to tell you a story about the best vacation that I have ever had. So I went to Uganda Africa. It's a part of East Africa, several hundreds of miles away from my own home. But I went there and it was one of the most eye-opening, relaxing, challenging, fun, and triumphant experiences that I've had. I've wanted to travel to Africa for quite some time, actually, and I was able to finally make it happen. And on this trip, I experienced new cultures. I was with people who inspired me. I got to know a group of villagers that just welcomed me into their space. I got to appreciate a new culture that impacted me even when I got back from my trip. This trip changed my whole mind about Africa. It changed my mind about how I was even living here in the States. It inspired me to live a life that's more authentic, a life with more honor. The people of Uganda inspired me in such a way that I left that place a different person than when I came. And that's part of what made it the best vacation I've ever had. Also, I was able to just enjoy God's creation, to see the beauty of his creation without being on my phone, without worrying about work, without worrying about school, without worrying about responsibilities that I had back home. I was able to just relax and unplug. And that was very restorative for me. And it was also very fun. There was a lot of fun things that I got to do there. I hiked a mountain, saw waterfalls, beautiful, experienced a huge rainstorm near a waterfall. It was a little scary, but very, very freeing. I actually stayed in a small little barn with some goats to wait out the storm. And although that was a little uncomfortable, it was still a very wonderful experience overall. And so that trip, it impacted me. And it was the best trip that I have ever taken, the best vacation. So I want to just conclude with this. I want to leave you with these thoughts. Take time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Plan a vacation to a place that you always wanted to go to. I challenge you. And start enjoying this life that you are working so hard to live. Remember to plan your pleasure because your work will plan itself. You have the opportunity to create some of your fondest memories and most exciting adventures. It's all at the tip of your fingers. It's just a plan away. Your happiness has to be intentional. You can't just go on working yourself to the bone and not plan any kind of pleasure for yourself. Take some time to vacate from your normal life and plan the vacation that you've always wanted to take.